Hello everyone. Today's episode is going to be about something really interesting. There aren't anybody who does not like music. Music is something that we fall back when we feel happy or when we feel sad, when we're depressed, when we're overwhelmed, when we are exhausted. It gives us energy. Yes. And today's episode is going to be about music as a therapy. Before I start speaking about this music therapy, let me give you what it actually means. Music therapy is the clinical and evidence based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals with a therapeutic relationship by a credentialed professional who has completed an approved music therapy program. Yes, there is a program which gives you a degree in music therapy. That's really interesting, and I did know about this recently, a few weeks ago, and that's why I wanted to make this as an episode because it sounds really interesting. Although we knew about the benefits of listening to music, but it is used as a therapy, and there is a degree program that anybody could go for and could become a therapist. So, the first music therapy degree program in the world was found at Michigan State University. And you know what? A study shows that listening to music for 1 hour over a period of 7 days increased feelings of power and decreased pain, depression, and disability related to chronic back, neck, and joint pains. Isn't that great? Also, there's one other fact or a really interesting thing that I would like to share. An average person listens to more than 25 songs per day. So, what does this music therapy does, or what does music does to our brain, and how our brain reacts to music? Let's look at it. The first and foremost thing is listening to music causes the brain to release dopamine, a feel-good chemical. Also, music with a strong beat can simulate brain waves. Slow beats encourage the slow brain waves that are associated with hypnotic or meditative states. Faster beats may encourage more alert and concentrated thinking. Music occupies the mind with something familiar and soothing. Music alters patterns of pain, depression, and disability. Music can help reduce the perception of pain. Music also has the power to improve your state of mind. This helps keep the things like depression and anxiety at bay. Music has the ability to alter breathing and heart rate. Music acts as a distractor, focusing the attention away from negative stimuli to something pleasant and encouraging. Isn't it really great? Also, I would like to give something about how a music therapy can be taken up. It is just not listening to music, but making music is also a therapy. Writing songs, talking about lyrics, also listening to music, yes. And there's something to take away apart from the normal information that we already have given about music therapy. One thing is humming. Humming is often recommended for calming the mind and it relieves stress. Experts believe that rhythmic drumming can aid health and promote a sense of relaxation, reducing stress and lowering blood pressure. Playing an instrument for just 6 months can improve memory, verbal fluency, cognitive function, and planning and organizing abilities. Apart from that, you could also try music therapy at home, and let me say how you can do it. Choose your music based on the purpose of the therapy. For example, choose soft instrumental music or ocean sounds to relax. For pain management, look for music that focuses on mind or things other than your pain and discomfort. Sit back and relax. Take deep breaths. Close your eyes and let the sound of the music take over your thoughts. Listen and concentrate. Enjoy the music for 10 to 15 minutes as you allow your mind and body to relax and rejuvenate. Apart from these, there are a few more facts that I would like to share about how music boosts brain development. Research suggests that music stimulates many of the brain regions. The more stimulation the brain gets, the more academically successful the student becomes. Also, 3 out of 4-year-old children who had 8 months of musical instruction, including singing and keyboard lessons, scored that much higher on IQ tests than those who received no music lessons. Also, a study of 237 second grade children used piano keyboard training and newly designed math software to demonstrate improvement in math skills. The group scored 27% higher on proportional math and fractions tests than children who used only the math software. Apart from that, music helps repair brain damage. Music helps you get rid of addictions. It also strengthens your immune system. It prevents seizures. It also helps in the return of lost memories. Music has tremendous impact on our lives, so utilize it for a better life. Feel free to share your comments and feedbacks in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon.